Hey guys, I'm excited. First off, if you hear Barney playing in the background, my 10-month-old loves it now. If you hear him fussing, he's over there getting into my cart, which I can't wait to do a video on that cart and all my stuff that's organized. But I wanted to do the 29, wow, the 2019 planner flip through. I didn't really keep up with this that much this year because, as you guys know, while I was pregnant with him, I was extremely sick and couldn't really get out of the bed. But I don't remember the collection this is called, but it's a 2019 Always Take the Scenic Route. And I don't have anything on this. A lot of people do dashboards of post-it notes and stuff like that right there. I don't have anything on that. There's the first page. Hey you, what are you doing? You being funny, Bubba? And then of course, you know, you got the year at a glance and for 2 years. I tried to do this as much as I could. Didn't get into it too much. And then this right here was my catch-all planner, no matter what. I did everything in it. It was the one planner I used. I did not use any other planners this year besides this one. This was all the stuff I was supposed to be doing each day and never got it done because of me being so sick, you guys. He's trying to get the planner. Can you say hi? Bubba. Bubba. Will say hey? You say hey to everyone. This was stuff that I wanted to do daily and never got to it. I even went as far as to start doing this stuff right here to make me get up and do it. And I started this day 1 year ago trying to get it done. Did not go too well. And of course each day had one for me to go through. And the bad thing is, all I had to do was get up and do it. But I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's all here. I mean, most of the videos that are in this planner, I will be doing this year. On the weekends, for this right here, I did instead of it being the hourly on this side and what it says right here, the top priorities and all that, I just made this one Saturday and this one Sunday because on the weekends you shouldn't really have that much about or to do, but some people do. Some people have a lot more to do. And then of course this one right here was the end of the week, each week. I decorated as much as I could in each week and each month. Sorry, I'm filming this on my couch because of everything. I kept my husband's work schedule up here on some of them throughout the weeks. I tried to do the Grateful For. Some of it worked, some of it didn't that day. I still haven't gone through and organized all my YouTube videos, and I was supposed to do it almost over a year ago now. You know, I've tried to keep up with my pregnancy with him. Nothing worked. That's why I'm glad it's called a planner and not something that actually has to be done daily. You know, this was the end of that week, and I will be keeping this just because a lot of my pregnancy stuff is in here. I don't know what I did with the stuff for 2019 or 2018. I don't think I really had a planner in 2018. This is all getting up and going, and I'm trying really hard to try and get everything together. This pregnancy, I will say I'm doing a lot better. I really haven't been sick. I've thrown up, I think, once I've been extremely nauseous, but I've only thrown up once. But this is pretty much it. I kept up with my appointments. There's still so much in here I wish I could have done, which I will be going through and transferring this over to the 2020 planner so that I can work on this stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff that needed to be cleaned and gone through and everything else, and I just never did it. It should have been done and it wasn't, and you know, that's my fault. He likes to squeal. You know, I tried doing my own lips and eyebrows 2 days before my birthday, and then, you know, I made it so that for Saturday, my baby shower was the day before my birthday, which I was fine with because that's how I wanted it. My birthdays are no longer about me, they're about my kids. I don't know how long this video will be, but it will be posted, hopefully today. But as you can tell, each week it had all of that in here. Some of the stuff's filled out, some of it isn't. And going into February, you see, I didn't do anything for coming next month in February because I just didn't do it. Everything I needed to do was in the monthly layout. This is, I mean, you see how far that got with some of these daily plans. It just, this was all the stuff I was supposed to be doing and never did it. You know, I got 2 out of that stuff done that day for the videos, and I never did anything else. You know, I still haven't even done his bedroom tour, and well, right now I can't because we have to get the ceiling fixed in it, but, you know, it's all the stuff I didn't do the day before was moved to the next day. And it just kept moving and moving and moving. I don't remember whose funeral that was. But there was a funeral I was supposed to, that I went to. I don't remember whose it was. This is the next week. I mean, this is the end of that week. And, I mean, I have stickers out for it, but nothing in it. I wish I could have stayed up better with it. Instead of, I mean, the next week is the same. And so is that one. You know, for me, that's a waste of stickers. I could have used those this coming year. But I didn't. I went ahead and put them in there because I thought I'd be using them. Hey, what's your fussy for? Sweet boy. Oh, you wanted your passy. Okay. You know, there it goes again. You know, a lot of these weeks are like this, and I'm going to turn it this way. And, you know, I'm actually kind of mad at myself that I didn't use them. But, I mean, things happen. You can't change it. And that was also the time, like, within the time frame that he was born, too. So, you know, I have nothing in these. And there's no excuse for it. I just gave up on it, you know. This is just... a lot of this is a waste, and, you know, I'm glad I didn't spend that much money on this, but at the same time, I wish I would have done more with it. You know, I tried getting back into it around June, but that was the monthly part of it. That wasn't even the weekly part. It was more the monthly. You know, the same with July. I did some stuff in July. Not much. You know, this was the most I've done in July since I don't know when. You know, it just, things just, life does take a toll on you, and that's why you have to take time away from it to make sure that you can get the stuff done, because this is, I mean, there's no reason that I couldn't have done any of this and stayed up with it. Even though I was sick with him the majority of the pregnancy, I could have still made myself get up and do stuff. This was going into August. This was a few weeks after, actually it's over a month after our wedding, that I needed to schedule my second appointment for this pregnancy. And I seem to have kept up with a lot of this stuff. At one point throughout this year, I just stopped using these because it just wasn't really beneficial to me for that time. And I mean, we were supposed to leave to go to the beach that weekend, and I don't know if we actually went or not. You can see that some of this stuff was supposed to have been done. But look, I mean, it's not filled out in here, so what's the point in it? You know, I did try to do stuff, but some days I did better, some days I did worse, and that's fine. That's how life is. Even though that's not filled out all the way, I actually do take my medication every day. There's no way around it. I think there's only been once or twice I haven't. And I know one of them was the day that we went to the Five Finger Death Punch concert, because I was not going to be able to get up the next day. If I did. I mean, yeah, I started keeping track of stuff better right here. Somewhat. Yeah, even now I'm trying to use these pages right here to get him on a better schedule, because he's still waking up twice a night, you know. He should be sleeping through the night by now. But he's not, and yeah, it's not a good thing. And then, as you guys can tell, let me pull this down since he's not messing over here anymore. I was supposed to go get all of this stuff done that day. Never did it. Never did half of it. I did a good portion of it, but didn't get to do half of it or some of it, because of the amount of things that I had to do. I ran out of time. And then we've got, like, our Healthy Start that comes to the house. They come out to, like, help with, it's an in-home parenting class, basically. Since it's my husband's first child, it was a good idea to do it. But we had to postpone it to the 11th that day. And I don't remember why we had to postpone it. But I mean, I started doing better in October of keeping up with everything. Some days are more decorated or some weeks are more decorated than others. Some aren't. I am okay with that, because I know it's a work in progress for me. As you can tell, all of this right here you know, that was the concert we went to. I didn't take my medicine that day because I knew that I would not wake up like I wanted to the next day. And we actually got home at a decent time. Sorry, this is keeping track of where I'm actually at for this week, which is the last week in this planner. I did make the tamales that day, and oh goodness, I want to do it again, but not right this second, because it took forever. This is, you know, some weeks I did better than others, some didn't. We were invited to a friend's daughter's birthday party. We went to that, you know. It was a quick and easy thing. I have that in there to remember it for my son. I didn't decorate for Christmas until this day right here. You know, I got the tree up. It didn't have any ornaments or lights on it, but I got the tree up. You know, I did a good portion of this stuff. And this is going into November, December. You know, today's the last day of December. This right here was the day I got sick. Don't know what happened. Just got sick. I actually did my nails that day. My mother-in-law and my husband's grandmother came over and took him to get pictures with Santa. And I just laid in the bed the rest of the time. I was not going to do much other than that. You know, I didn't clean my house. I didn't do the laundry. I didn't do nothing because I knew after I got sick that morning, I needed to rest so that I can be ready to go for Thanksgiving. And I mean, as you can tell, I'm going to tell you right now, most of the months, like most of this is like this for the months because I just didn't do it. And then we get into this, and this isn't as busy because I decided I'm going to have a work planner for next year, and all of that stuff is in there. Now, I do have one planner scheduled for or set up for next year, which I'll do you guys will see that video tomorrow. I'll get that recorded and put up tomorrow at some point. I might get it recorded tonight and then just post it tomorrow. But, you know, it's got my catch-all just like this was. My husband started a new job that week, and I keep track of his hours this way. You know, it's easy for me to do. And then, of course, we're getting into last week, and some of the stuff is actually messed up. You know, I enjoyed this kit. I don't remember where this kit came from, but if I can find it, it's a free printable on Pinterest. I'll find where it's at, and I'll link it below so that you guys have it. But I mean, as you can tell, I did so much better with some of these weeks, and other weeks I didn't do so great. And of course, this is this week. I still have to finish my 2020 setup. I've got to do that today at some point. And I didn't get much sleep last night because I just, between him waking up the way he was, and I just didn't sleep very well. Yesterday I actually have a list of stuff that I still need to add to this. But when I do my daily planner flip through, you guys will see that because I started the daily for yesterday. But I mean, that's like he's off Wednesday because it's New Year's Day, so he'll work Thursday, even though normally he's off on Thursdays. I didn't know that before I put the sticker here. So this will just be for Thursday instead of Wednesday. And then, of course, he'll start again for Friday and Saturday. And, I mean, I enjoyed this planner. The only issue I have with it is that it says 2019 on it. I wish it wouldn't have said that. I wish it would have said something else other than the year, because then I could reuse this cover. But I will hopefully have another video up for you guys tomorrow of my planner lineup for 2020 and starting a flip through of each planner over the next few weeks, because I would love to have it up and ready for you guys so that you guys can see. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you guys enjoy your new year coming up, and I hope you guys do not drink and drive tonight, please. Please call a cab, call a family member, call somebody. Do not drink and drive tonight. It is not worth your life or anyone else's. But do enjoy yourself, because this is the last day of this year and it's not ever going to be back. Bye.